Singapore wakes up. Wake up, Glenn, Angel, and the Flying Dutchman. Wake up in the morning feeling like Kiss 92's Big Show.
Good morning, Singapore, and welcome to the biggest and best breakfast show here in Singapore. We are The Big Show. Okay, I just want to explain the Big Show TV concept.
Please explain it.
Okay,
Yes.
so we're not even supposed to know there are cameras here in the studio.
Yes.
The Big Show TV concept was always a behind-the-scenes look
Yes.
Okay.
at the show.
All right.
So I could be digging my nose right now,
Please
and I'm
don't.
just supposed to ignore the camera. I'm not supposed to know the camera is on.
So it's like a reality show type thing? Kind of?
Yeah, kind
right?
of. Yeah, like
kind of?
that.
Okay.
Kind of like that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I
Yeah.
don't have to put my foundation on. You know what I mean? When because it's just behind the
Yes,
scenes.
yes, yes.
So
okay.
you use
Okay, I
foundation.
just want to establish that.
No,
Alright,
he can use foundation,
No,
like
I'm not
if
saying
he's
he
in
can't.
one
No.
on TV
Yeah.
or something
No.
like that.
No,
No. Yeah.
no, only you and Jerry.
Okay.
You girls
Are the ones-
are supposed to be pretty.
Supposed to be. Yeah.
Huh?
Okay.
All the time. All the time.
Are pretty, not
Yeah, they're
supposed
not
to.
supposed to be. Yeah.
This thing coming
Right?
out, yeah?
It's very, isn't it?
Managing expectations.
Yeah, oh, wow. Just in case.
Oh, okay, anyway.
Okay, I tell you what,
Let's,
Dr. Jerry,
wait.
why don't we have a conversation?
Anyway.
Right?
Okay. Anyway, okay. The Big Show TV exists, but,
Yes.
you know, we're pretending it's not here.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
okay.
Don't.
Cool, cool.
Oh, okay. Anyway, Jerry, today we're talking about mothers. Anyway, happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day, Jerry.
Happy Mother's Day to everyone.
Happy Mother's
also.
Day.
Your kids are so
I want
lucky to have
wear
you.
The glasses so I can do like this.
Oh.
Like,
Oh, wow. Okay.
Now you're making fun of me, is it?
I'm not.
Okay.
I just feel like, Mother Goose, the Mother Goose stories.
Yes.
I feel like a Mother Goose today.
Oh my goodness.
Because you're talking about mothering because it was Mother's Day 2 days ago.
Yes.
No, she's saying that because of her outfit.
Yes, I was not going to comment on that.
What's wrong with you? Like?
We all
whole
thought
thing
it. We all
belongs
thought
to
it. Yeah, it's okay. That's Jerry.
Okay. For the benefit of people who are not
Glenn's got
watching
no
us on the Big
breaks
Show
today.
TV, you see, you should be watching us on the Big Show TV
Yes.
and listening to us at the same time.
Yes.
But anyway, let's talk about what you want to talk about today. What is it about mothers?
Mothering.
Mothering. So, it was Mother's Day on Sunday, and I know last week we were saying, "Oh, let's talk about toxic relationship." But why would we? When Mother's Day just just passed, and it's Mother's Day every day. Hint, hint.
It's true.
But I wanted to look at the different types of mothers, and to celebrate mothers. But before that, we must do the scholarly thing by talking about attachment. So there's different attachment styles. So sometimes we look at different relationships and we say, oh, what are these? Why am I reacting in a certain way to my partner, to people? And it all stems from the different sort of attachment. So different attachment style, and there are 4 different types of attachment styles.
Okay.
And
Okay.
so there's secure attachment, there is avoidant attachment, anxious attachment, as well as disorganized attachment.
Okay, and we'll talk about those attachments on the Big Show TV. Okay, Jerry? It is 3.
Yes.
I think you're touching the table, right?
You were tapping
very
the table.
sensitive, your microphone.
Yeah.
So we are hearing
First,
dung
my
dung
mic
dung dung
is
dung
not
dung dung.
sensitive. Yes,
We were
I was
hearing that, yeah.
passionate about it.
We'll get you a cushion next time to put on your
Yeah.
table so you can hit the cushion.
So
I can
Jerry,
hang the cushion.
recap very quickly. What were the
4.
4?
Secure, avoidant, angered, was it? Did you say the third?
Secure, avoidant, anxious,
Anxious.
disorganized.
Disorganized.
4 different types.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll talk a little bit about it now, and then when we go on air, we'll talk about the 4 once again. Okay.
Can. So the different types of attachment. So secure is the one that we aim to have. So I always look at the attachment styles like hand holding. So secure is the child being able to hold and the mother being able to return, and it is consistent. Then you have the avoidant. the parent goes, I've got no time for you. So the child is trying to grab, but cannot grab. So very neglectful, very dismissive sort of parent. Then there is the anxious one where the nervousness can come from both sides. So both can cling on very, very tightly and would not let go. And the last one is disorganized. Sometimes I cling on very hard. Sometimes I'm dismissive. I let go and I won't hold. And you cannot predict when the parent do that. Sometimes they are there for you. Sometimes they're not there for you.
Jerry, that anxious relationship with the mother, does that lead to, and we see this in certain people where, especially men, where they are so fixated with their mother that even their girlfriends and later their wives are almost a duplicate of their mother? I mean, without having to bring it up, a classic example would be Hitler. Right? Does that lead to that?
I don't know him personally.
Glenn, are you comfortable?
No, I'm just kidding.
I'm very comfortable.
Okay, all right.
But you know what I mean, where the man becomes completely fixated with his mother.
Where there's such obsessiveness, is it? And I don't know what Glenn is doing. He's
I
trying
have no
to.
idea. I got no idea.
We don't know. He's looking for attention, clearly.
comfortable.
He's the attention-seeking child,
Yeah, he's the attention-seeking one. Yeah.
clearly.
Okay, go on.
No, but he's. He's fine. He's fine. But yes, the anxious one where they are very clingy. There's this level of obsessiveness with them.
So there is.
So,
Okay.
so it is possible, that when does it happen? It can happen in trauma also, where the parent disappears for a long period of time or there's a threat. And then the child clings on very tightly.
And the one with the disorganized type of mothering or relationship, does that also translate to being unreliable? Because you can't really
Yes.
count on them?
Yes. So these would be parents that can be very bizarre, what we call very bizarre. Some days they are fawning over you. Other days they are crazy. They just get really, really angry and just lash out at you. And the child is not able to predict what the parent will show on that day itself.
And quite possibly these are the parents who never really wanted kids in the first place.
Oh.
The
I would have
kids-
said that's the avoidant.
No, the avoidant.
Avoidant.
Parent.
A parent.
Mother.
The avoidant mother.
Okay. Because it feels like, I mean, that's the impression I got.
I think what you're trying to say is that
It's like they thought it was a good idea. Okay, let's have kids. And after they had kids, they didn't like it.
So I think what you're trying to say, if I may, that the parents want the kids to work around their schedule and their lives instead of the parents working around the children's lives and the children's schedule. Because a lot of the time we are at the beck and call of the child, right?
Which is true. We are.
But to a certain extent,
Yeah.
right? To a certain age. But this would seem like where the child maybe gets in the way of what the parent is doing or what
Right.
the mother is doing.
Because they already have so much to do.
To do already, yeah. So the child has to fit in. Again, am I right, Dr. Jerry, or is that just one arm of
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, so some of them would showcase, so many of them are a bit more dismissive in that sense. They are a bit more neglectful. So the neglectful parent, right? So they are very involved with whatever work that they have. And the child is not able to obtain that attachment or they cannot form an emotional connection with the parent.
Yeah. I realize this whole like children thing, right? Sometimes when I come across like really elderly people,
Yeah.
and they ask me, "Do you have any children?"
Yeah.
And I say, "No, I don't." And they're like, "Good, good, 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 good. You can go and enjoy your life. And I asked them, I'm like, why? And they tell me their grown-up kids are ungrateful. Their grown-up
that's
kids don't
horrible.
care about them
Oh, that's
anymore.
horrible.
There are a lot out there like that.
So they're like, what's the point?
yeah.
But of course, I mean, if I had my kids, I wouldn't expect my kids to neglect me in my golden years, you know what I mean? But this is the mindset for the older generation who find out that I don't have kids. They will always say that, yeah, actually better lah.
But not
You know,
all of
but
them
the
are
younger-
Exactly.
Exactly.
You know?
No, but
But a lot of them, yeah, right.
I've heard it too.
Right? Because
yeah.
they have expectations. They have
Yeah.
expectations of their children. And a lot of their kids don't meet their expectations.
So it's,
You know, but
it's the
that's-
parents' fault that they have so much
No,
expectation.
I also
right?
think, if you have expectations of your children and you want them to look after you and care for you in your older years, you've got to set that
from the start.
From the start.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway,
No.
20 seconds. We go back on the radio, okay?
20 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah. Stand by. What's that sound?
Her typing.
Typing.
Your desk is very hollow.
Sean,
Your desk is hollow.
here, Sean, my IG, the therapy room, SG. I was
okay.
just about to type.
I'll score Ashley. Okay, wait.
Okay.
All right, welcome back to The Big Show and The Big Show TV. It's Glenn, Angel, and the Flying Dutchman. Our guest for today and every Tuesday is Dr. Geraldine Tan from the Therapy Room. Good morning, Jerry.
Good morning.
Good morning, Dr. Jerry. And because Mother's Day was 2 days ago, so you decided on the topic of mothering. And we already managed to sort of establish that there are 4 different types. There's the secure, there's the avoidant, there's the anxious, and there's the disorganized.
Which one is the
So
worst?
you have to, or I can tell you which one we are aiming for, which is the secure
Secure.
attachment.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the rest is no worse. They're all not so great, and some of us may feel it to a greater or lesser extent.
But you can
Yeah.
aim for being a secure parent, right? Mother or parent, even if you are anxious, disorganized, or avoidant.
So we can try and encourage a more secure relationship. Yeah, because if we look at one of the theories, Winnicott is my favorite because he talks about the mother and the child. And he says that the mother is a container. So we know that when a child is born, the child doesn't know all the emotions, and they would try and test and explore all the different emotions. So the child might cry, might scream, might throw a temper, and the mother is there to be that container and to work through all these different emotions. Now, if the container is not there and it's not dealt with properly, then the child learns that to be very disorganized, or learns that to be very scared with certain reactions that are dished out to him or her. Yeah, and then it causes issues later on in the child's life, or in relationships, in further relationships.
Okay, got it. Got it.
Super interesting.
I feel like one of these days I should get my mom to come in here. And, we talk to my mom. Because I'm almost perfect, not perfect. But I'm
Sorry,
just-
what?
Oh, yo!
What? Pardon?
I mean, I know.
you as a child.
Almost, I'm not.
What's
There's no
this?
such thing as perfection.
What would you work on to become perfect then?
I don't know. It's
Okay.
Very
everything.
little, apparently.
Who I am today, right? 100% is because of my mom.
Yes, totally agree.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Myself included.
Yeah. I
It
think
is your
so.
mom.
What happened to you?
Not 100%. I would say.
wrong with you, bro?
a lot. Oh. Well, okay. Y'all take this to the
What
other
the hell?
room. Let's talk to Dr. Jerry, and we can
Yes,
continue
yes.
talking to her on the Big Show TV.
All right.
The time now is 8:16.
Well, check out what's going to happen
Time
then.
check brought to you by
My mother.
You see what I mean?
These
Not
are the
because you reacted.
disorganized
I mean, you should have
team
just gone like,
members.
oh, yes, of course.
No,
We
but-
want to find out,
No,
how
but
did this
most-
guy turn out like that,
Most
Not perfect, but almost perfect.
No, because
Almost.
none of us believe you're even close to perfect.
See what I mean?
that's true.
Who's being rude? There, Sean Tupas.
Sean is the only one.
What do you say?
I do. He's
See?
perfect.
Oh, you are Glenn's left hip.
There.
That's just the jealousy
left
talking.
butt
Exactly.
cheek. He's a left butt cheek.
Stop it.
No, but
I would
is this
pay any
is this,
amount of money to be
I
there.
really want to get
Nice
down
one.
to this though,
Thank
Jerry.
you.
That's why he's leaving.
Is it
Hey,
true?
hey.
Is it true that in most cases mothers really have far more influence over the child than the father?
Most situations, or depends?
I guess if we look at modern day, the mom still weighs in quite a bit throughout the developmental years, but fathers are coming in and playing a larger role. But since the beginning of time, the men go out, so they are oftentimes not present in that whole developmental process until about teenhood, when they come in and they teach the children. So yes, mothers do play a larger role in terms of the emotional well-being of and the physical health of the child. For
Yeah.
a
Yeah, that's
larger
what I would
part
have
of
thought, yeah.
their growing years.
But
Yeah.
as you said, it's changing. I mean, men are really stereotypically stepping up.
Yeah, they're
and,
beginning to step
and
up,
taking
yeah.
over the role of the woman. Like we spoke about the husband yesterday. You
Yeah.
you spoke about women really earning more and the
The
men.
does wife.
The does.
The does wife.
No, the wife has always does.
You see what I mean? See, statements like that are very dangerous. So she said, the wives always have been stepping up. That's the impression that I get.
Yes,
No,
absolutely.
but it's not.
No,
It's
come
not.
on. When you
Not
refer
all
to
the time.
when
You cannot-
no, not all the time, but I'm talking about majority.
In general.
Stereotypically, the wife is the mother,
the one who
is
steps up.
the
You can't-
driver, the nurse,
Yeah.
the doctor, the companion,
How,
the
Jerry?
psychologist.
You see, you have a man like
can't
FD
take that
who
away
is
from the women.
extremely submissive. Okay?
I don't do
He
that.
is. He is.
I don't do
You
that.
see, and when I was growing up, the problem with me, and that's the reason why I want to go and see you sometimes, but you don't want to see me. I was brought up in a household where my father was an MCP.
right.
My father was not afraid of my mom. My mom was afraid of my father. These days it's different. These days every husband is afraid of their wives. They will submit. They will submit in order to not.
Happy wife, happy life.
Yes, happy wife, happy life. My father will go to hell. Happy
I
wife,
don't know.
happy
Oh,
life.
really?
It's different. You
I
see.
don't know
so
whether we
I
can
am very
generalize
different
like
in that sense because I'm not like that.
Did
as
that
a result
rub
of
off
my
on you?
upbringing.
Your dad's attitude rub off
I
on
think
you?
I'm still better than my dad. Okay, I mean he's
But
no
you
longer
got some
around.
of the ego from him, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I am not your typical, guy in that sense.
yes
Even
man,
till
yeah.
today,
Yeah.
I will not say yes.
But I'm just a little uncomfortable with you saying that men today are scared of their wives. I don't think so. I think men today have realized that in order to make things work, they have got to step up and work with
no,
their
of course the
wives.
men will never admit. But I do believe that the men are scared of.
I
their
think
wives.
they're. I think
What-
they're more. I think
Jerry?
they're more respectful and more
I was gonna
cognizant.
say that.
It's just-
They're more
yeah.
cognizant.
It's just
of
that
the
if we
role.
say if I were to say men are scared of their wives, it makes men look like scaredy cats.
Yes.
But deep down inside, how many men, report to their wives all the time or are afraid if they are
Don't
not
check in.
able to let's say get home on time or
I don't
anything.
know how many men.
That
People you hang out
No,
with? Because I don't think
no,
so.
No, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. Men in general these days are
Yeah,
scared
exactly.
of their
You're
wives.
I don't know
basing
where
this
he's
on
getting-
what?
No, because
You're basing this on the 11 people
no,
you play golf with.
You see, no, I can't. You are extremely submissive.
I am.
You are,
I don't-
In fact,
I don't
FD
deny it.
is the most
Okay, but he is
submissive
one person in
friend.
your life. How many
Yeah.
people in
Yeah.
your lives you have like him?
Okay, I mean, I don't want to fight.
No, we're not
No,
fighting.
we're
Right
not
now,
fighting. That's
you know,
very interesting
but
what
I
you're
think
saying.
deep down inside, men are afraid of their wives.
I think what we're looking
They
for
are.
here is where you think you're getting those numbers from. Because my husband certainly is not like that.
Okay.
But I would say my husband knows how to step up.
But you see, you think that, right? Okay, I don't.
No,
I
he's
don't
not-
want to get
definitely
involved
not
in
afraid of-
anybody's
relationships,
relationships.
yeah, okay,
fair enough.
But some guys, for example, they have more to lose if their wives go crazy.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean,
Like, for example, get out of the house right now.
Well, I would say the women would
Take your
say
things
if
and
it
get
was
out.
deserved.
And then the
Do you know
guy
what I
doesn't
mean?
have anywhere to go.
Good.
No, I think, if
very-
let's say the men are respectful, the women will be respectful. Why would
Exactly.
we chase anyone out of the
Exactly.
house?
It would be a deserved thing.
disrespectfully?
It would be something that he did where he deserves to sleep on the streets
Okay.
or on the couch. I'm not that mean.
Because once again, because I know my limits, I will stop right here. We can talk about
No,
this
you
till the
can-
cows come home.
Yeah,
And
you
we
can-
should.
Then maybe we should make
But
that our
everyone
next
who's watching
podcast.
knows who is being very honest right now. I can
be a
get even
podcast.
more honest, but I will not.
Let's turn
No, I
this
think
into
we
a
should do this
podcast.
on a
Let's do
podcast.
this on a
It's
podcast.
very interesting.
Yes,
It's
let's
very
do this on a
interesting.
podcast.
But Jerry,
Okay.
let's get back to mothering.
Yes. And now I'm a little bit lost with all that. but I suppose I also wanted to look at something that struck me. I went for Mass on Sunday, and something that struck me, love in action and love in dreams. And love in dreams is really all the candlelight, all the sweet, fluffy sort of things. And we always hope, because we watch social media or we watch dramas, and we hope that love could look like that. But love in action that mothers often do, and the priest said this, which made me sit up, is it is terrible. And I was like, oh my God, love in action is terrible. What does that even mean? But it is having to do all the dirty work, making all the tough decisions. And I can share on that day itself. So on Mother's Day, my boy woke up early and had breakfast with me. And then I let my little girl sleep in. She's not little, she's a teen, by the way. And she loves to just, laze around on her bed in the morning. I said, okay, you sleep in and you wake up later on. It was time, 15 minutes to Mass. And I called her and said, are you on the way down? Yeah, she says. It was Mass time and she's still not down. I said, where are you? I'm in the lift. She came and appeared, and I was like, oh my goodness. You are in shorts that barely cover your ass.
Oh,
Change now. My voice
Oh, dear.
went up, and I was like so angry, and I was late for Mass, and I looked at her. I wind down the window and went, you know what? You go up and change. I'm not waiting for you.
good.
I drove. My son was quiet. I drove. She looked at me. I looked at her. And then in my mind was like, Mommy is not abandoning you, but you need to learn how to respect your body. You need to learn how to respect all of time. You need to respect the,
The occasion as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes.
Exactly.
Correct.
The occasion,
And
yeah.
then, but not immune to all the self-talk and everything. I entered the church, and I was like, people are going to ask me where my girl is, why she's not here. I'm a bad mother. I'm so terrible. How could I do that? And it was just in my head. And the priest says, love in action. It is terrible. I was like, boy, do I resonate with that.
But you know what? Those shorts should be banned
Yeah,
across the
I
board.
know.
I've spoken about those shorts
They're
like on many
too
occasions.
tiny.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Even at home.
Okay, here we go. Angel and the Flying Dutchman. We're speaking to Dr. Geraldine Tan from the therapy room. Good morning, Jerry.
Good morning.
I just want to
So-
say, Jerry, that don't worry. I'm just talking from personal experience. Most girls grow out of those shorts.
You'd be surprised.
Literally and emotionally and mentally, they grow out
But
of it.
Really?
I don't think it was so much the shorts. I
It
think
was
it
where
was
she
the
was going.
occasion, the
Yeah.
occasion, and not being
Yeah.
mindful of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I suppose we're talking about, decisions that we need to do, things that we need to do. And sometimes it is not easy. It really tore my heart, and my heart was so painful when I drove away from her. But I was like, no way. If I don't do it today, somebody else is going to do it, and it's going to be worse.
So did she end up staying at home, or did she end up following you, or what happened after? What's the
She stayed at
post-mortem?
home.
Okay.
She stayed at home. We stayed
right.
at home,
And-
and then she was quite contrite afterwards.
Okay.
Still being her sassy girl. I mean, she is a sassy one. But yes, she stayed at home.
How old is she?
She's 13.
There you go.
So she can-
Sassy at 13.
Okay.
Yeah.
She could have gone, to mass in the evening on her own.
What
Good.
13-year-old is going
But
to do
I'm
that?
not.
Paulo?
I wasn't going to wage a war on that. I think I made my point.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
you
you
did.
did. I
You
think
did.
you did.
And you made it well, Jerry. You made
Yeah.
it well.
I'm glad
Yeah.
I'm glad you
I
drove
don't
off and
know.
didn't turn around.
Yeah.
It was a good statement to make.
It was painful. So I'm going to throw it out. What were some difficult decisions that are so difficult to make as a mother or as a parent? I know there are a lot of fathers listening in also.
Yeah, I think
There's
I know.
so
I
many.
think there's so many decisions that parents make, on a daily basis that are hard because you're constantly making it for more than one person. Whether it's just for the child, it also affects you. It affects your partner. It affects everybody, the siblings, the extended family. So I think every day parents have a tough job.
All I can say is, I think it's a good thing for everybody that I don't have kids.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Yes,
My
yes.
kids will be such brats. I
Yes,
think.
Yeah,
probably.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Let them do anything they want.
Thank goodness no
Absolutely.
Glenn Ong
I know,
Jr. is
yeah.
becoming
I'll
jocks.
tell you one of the toughest things I've had to do because my daughters, their husbands came to me to ask for permission to marry. And it seems like a traditional thing. He comes, he asks, you say yes, they get married and done. And as much as we took the mickey out of some of them, but as you are saying yes, this thought runs through your mind. Is this the right answer? And you worry that if it's not the right answer, you'll end up blaming yourself because you said yes. And all this is racing through your mind as you say that one little word.
But you say yes,
Yes.
it means you trust your daughter's
Decisions.
decision and her taste.
True.
Yeah.
But
You
it
know, if you say
also
no, then-
but it also means I have to trust him.
Of course, because you're leaving her in his
Ah,
hands.
but if your daughter
Right.
trusts him, you have to trust him also.
No,
Yes.
but at the same time, these thoughts go through your mind. Am I making the right decision?
if
Is
it-
this correct?
But if it doesn't work out, it's not your fault.
Tell that to any father who's
You know
got
what
a
I
daughter
mean?
marrying. He will never understand you.
No. Fathers cannot
I will
blame
have
them.
to. I have to see what car he drives.
Yeah. And his bank
forever know.
statement as
Oh,
well.
speaking
You
of
see bank
cars
statement.
and all that, coming up next, we have our senior transport correspondent, Lin Yan Zhou.
Any final words, Dr. Jerry?
Yes, let's go with Winnicott today and he says, I would rather be the child of a mother who has all the inner conflicts of the human being than be mothered by someone for whom all is easy and smooth, who knows all the answer and is a stranger to doubt.
Yes.
Ah, nice.
Yes, nice one, Jerry.
And I just want to say, I know you're a fabulous mother.
Yes,
okay?
you are.
And I think
And
all
all
mothers.
of you are amazing. Yeah.
Thank you. Some more amazing than others.
You're not even a parent. Shut up.
I think all mothers should watch The Mother on Netflix,
Haven't seen
starring
it yet.
Jennifer
Yeah, I
Lopez.
watched it.
I watched
I
it.
watched it.
good?
Yeah.
It looked like a regular J-Lo type movie to me.
I love that J-Lo does action movies as
Yeah.
well. I prefer Enough. Enough was
Yeah.
a great
Oh, I've seen that
action
one,
movie.
yes.
This
Yes.
one was a little draggy, but still satisfying.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway. Okay, thank you very much,
I'll see you all
Jerry.
next week.
All right.
Bye, Jerry.
Bye, Dr. Jerry.
Up next.